Hello everyone and welcome to a new IK video. This is Ken from 49, and in this video guys I want to talk about my presets that I've prepared for this KVK, and I'm gonna show you some of the reports that I've had thanks to these presets that I prepared. It made me a lot ready in different situations because I'm fighting a lot of different players with a lot of different marches, so I just need to use the right march versus the right player. So some of these reports were against most of the whales in server 56. Shout out to everyone who showed up for these fights. It's Filthy, Arahant, Nadidus, and KMC Cardi. A lot of these players actually I fought against, and it is so much fun in our KVK at the moment. So some of these reports that I'm about to show you are against these guys, and I want to start with this one here. This is the march that I prepared to fight against the Wind Earth march, the mixed march. And I already talked about each and every immortal and each and every skill that I'm using in this march here. And in this fight, I knew that Arahant is using his wine mixed march to start the rally. So this is why I decided to switch into this march and use it to... and I made sure that I was the first guy in the garrison in this fight. So my mixed lightning water march here could go against his Wind Earth march, and these are the results. There's no RNG in this fight. This march here has a 100% win rate against the Wind Earth marches. So this is the first fight. There is another fight here. This was a solo attack. He was attacking my castle directly. Now this is a very interesting fight. This is an Earth March, and I already talked about the build that I'm using to fight against Earth Marches. All I need to keep Merlin safe from Alex's cleave, and I'm just good to go. And you can see that Diru received a lot of damage. This damage mainly coming from Alex's cleave or Jenkins, because also she's using assist. But mainly, you just need to keep Merlin safe from Alex, and you're good to go. Now, Filthy has been hunting me for a while. I'm not sure if this is on purpose, but I don't mind. He's been following me around. He's everywhere I go, literally. So in this fight here, he sent his Earth March. You can check the timing. Both of the fights happened, I think, at the same time. No, this is a different... it's a bit different. But in these fights here, he knew that he sent his Earth, and he knew that he cannot beat me with his Earth. So he sent his Shadow March, and this is when I switch it to... I knew he was gonna send his Shadow March, so I switched it into my Earth March here. And I already talked about how my Earth could beat Shadow. This is all thanks to Cleopatra, because the main damager in this fight here is Himiko. He deals a lot of damage. However, Cleo can decrease her damage by up to 35%, which is a huge damage reduction to a mage such as Himiko. So this is why Himiko didn't get to deal much damage in this fight. And she's facing my Alex in this situation here. So you can see that the damage taken from Alex by Cleave alone is 4.4 million damage. And you can check the difference here when I used my water against Shadow. Even though I know that my water is a bit stronger than my Earth March, however, it didn't even stand a chance. Now, this March here is my biggest surprise, because if you check my previous video when I talked about my presets, I didn't even prepare a mixed Wind Earth March, because I wasn't even sure if it's gonna work against big marches such as this one here. However, I thought that I would give it a try anyway. And the results I've got, as you can see, is just insane. Not sure how it happened. It just happened. And I'm so happy that I finally had a chance to fight against Holy, because Holy was the only issue that I could deal with. Even though I used Ken in my water march, I still had... I still struggle to deal with Holy, because they just deal so much damage. So I just needed a way to out damage them, which is the Alex Hanny, the perfect answer for that. And I fought against a lot of holies. This is for Filthy. And this is yeah, this is Filthy's mixed wine marsh. I knew he was garrisoning this guy with this marsh, so I switched it to, this is kind of cheating, but I'll take it. A win is a win. I don't care. And so I switched it to my lightning water marsh and I attacked him. This is another holy for Nadizus. It's also a very strong holy at almost 440 talent. And he was attacking my castle directly, so I garrison with my Wind Earth Marsh. And I'm still 100% sure that my Wind Earth Marsh is not completely ready because my dragon still lacking a lot. The skills are only at 2 at 2. And the reason for that is just the level of the dragon itself. It's at only 42. And there are a lot of skills that I need to replace. For example, I wouldn't usually recommend Death Breath on Alex. However, it is the only best option that I have for now. So this is why I'm using it. So this is all the interesting reports that I have for now. We're still in the middle of fights. We're still having so much fun fighting against the guys in 56. So here are the presets that I'm currently using. I'm currently using my Watermail March, which is this one. I usually change a couple of skills, depends on the opponents that I'm up against. This is my mixed Wind Earth March that I'm currently using. Not sure what is up with the power. It's usually at 372, I think. And this is my Earth March that I usually use against Shadow. Depends on the Shadow, honestly, because if the Shadow is not using Misleading, I usually replace Scorching for weakness. This is how it looks like. This will be all for this video, guys. I'm gonna update you more if I figured something out in the future. If I figured something better to deal with either Shadow, because I'm not 100% sure that I could beat any Shadow with my Earth March here. I still struggled a lot with other people's Shadow. And I haven't really figured out the reason why. So I'm still working on these marches here. Part of the reason I won actually is this artifact here. I got this artifact completely free. I got it just from the free trials at the Triss event. And it helps out a lot to deal with marches who counts on crits such as Shadow. So this will be all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have a wonderful day.